Hello everyone, it's Yelby2 here, and I'll be showing you how to use the Ship2OBJ converter. Now, first what we're going to do, we're going to go to where we have download the program. I'll provide the download below, and you pretty much just have to bring the file out. So here's where I have it downloaded. I use WinRAR. They pretty much just bring that out. I'll have those inside. Alright, we're going to run this one. Alright, we'll put that down. As you see, we have a lot of buttons. Let's bring this to the center. Now, Blueprints folder. Go to where the blueprint is located. For me, go to your StarMade folder, your Blueprints folder. And we'll go ahead and import let's just do one of these Zero fighters here. Alright, now you gotta select the StarMade data folder. I was confused by this at first, but you want to go to your StarMade and choose the actual data folder that's in there. Alright, now you gotta choose where you want your OBJ to come out. Now I like to keep mine in the in a specific place. So I have mine in here, which I name the ship name. If you want to keep it organized, I suggest doing the same thing. Now we're going to export it as the atlas, which is the entire texture map, not a whole bunch of these little textures in between. And we're going to keep all these just to make sure it's the best. And number of threads, don't really need anything high, so we'll just leave it as 8. Now this, where the texture is, I'm just going to copy this up here, paste it down there. Alright, let's export. As you see, blueprints exported, no errors. I'm just going to do the texture. And as this is export the texture, just so you know, you want to keep this and this the same. So if I'm doing the atlas here, I want the atlas here. And PNG, of course, for transparency and alpha. This is how the resolution of it. And here's just normal maps. Alright, that's all you need for this program. Right now it's only called window, which is strange. Alright, but anyway, now that we have that done, let's open up Blender. Now there is a program for this. I will say that. There's a program for this, but unfortunately for me, the program's not working, or I guess it's a script, is not working, so I'm just going to do it in here. So what we gotta do is go File, Import, Wavefront OBJ. Now that might be in a different place for you, so alright, we're going to go to where it's saved, it'll be OBJ. There we go, we have the StarMade ship. We look inside of it. Right now it looks like that. Go to Material. Let's move this light over. And it's pretty dark. There's that weird, the texture. But what we need to do is go to here. I can just put this in rendered as I do this. As you see, all this glass here is non-transparent. Well, that's because we need to come down to here. Go down transparent, set the alpha to 0 on all the textures. Go to this, turn this off. Then go down here, and this will control the alpha. The idea is for the other material. Go to textures, alpha, disable that one. And now it should be transparent. Let's just make sure. Yep, there it is. It's transparent now. Let's move this down. Move the camera. I used Control Alt 0 for that. Go to render. Probably need to just render image. I can't see inside, so let's try if I hit the buttons I want to press. Let's take a copy of this, shove it inside, put it right there. Now we should be able to see it. There we go. Now you can see that it's rendered. Let's notice there are lights that are not shown up as an emission. We can fix that. So at Atlas 0, we're just going to go ahead, just take this, press 2, name it you'll see Atlas 0 emission, just hit open image, and set this change color to emission. So now these are emitting their own light, like they're glowing pretty much. And do the same with 1. We'll go back up here. Go here. We can reopen emission. Press 2. And just change the emission map. We'll find it again. And that's that, really. But next, let's delete it. Just render the image. And this is how it turns out. It's pretty okay with Blender's internal render engine. But let's make it more complex, because why not? Let's change it to Blender's node editor. So right off the bat, cycles render. It turns white. That's normal. Let's split the area. Let's move this up. Leave that as textured. Let's make it easier. Go to node editor. Use nodes. Atlas 0. Alright. So here we have a diffuse. Let's unplug it. I see it does that. Now there is an image I use, which the creator gave me, which shows me how to map this, because like I said earlier, the just for some reason it didn't work for me. So I'll leave the link to the image and all down below. But for now, I'm just going to put this on my other monitor. Alright. For now, I'm just going to leave it like that. So first, we're going to need the image textures. For the alpha, we're doing 0. So that's alpha, Control D, duplicate. Difference. We're going to need a mix shader. So let's plug this in. This goes in there. We can do that. This goes in the diffuse. Goes that. Oh yeah, I'm using Shift A to bring up the node sheet. Now we're going to add this for transparency. Alright. Bring this up. Bring that over. Now we're going to have to do Control D to this. Or Control D? What am I pressing? Shift D. This will be for emission textures. So go to 0 emission. Search. Emission. Plug that in to emission. So now add a add shader, which will plug this in, this in. This will go into surface. Now for bump mapping, we just need to duplicate these. This one. Add to 0 bump. For color to displace. And now that's done for the first material. Unfortunately, I don't know how to just copy this over to the next one. So I'll just put it as a speed up. Alright, that should be everything. So I'll just head over to rendered. You'll see we can see inside of it. Now we can move the camera inside of it. Let's take a look in here. Control at 0. Go to rendered. Now it is dark, that's for sure, and there's fireflies everywhere. So let's go ahead over to our render settings, 100%. And we'll just switch this to okay, let's call it images. Accept. You can come down here to performance. Change this to 265 by 265. Samples, 200 samples. And I think there is a setting for probably some ambient occlusion. I'll just hit render image. Alright, let's stop. Let's just skip the ambient occlusion and, well, let's get this off of rendered. Let's just move it to, this is out at front. Then we'll add just some, okay, we can scale this down by, say, a half. Set this to 0, 0, 0. Bring this up front. Camera looking in. Move it backwards. 90, 0. Much better. So just render image. I thought I turned. Oh, that's what. Stop. Just so we don't get all those fireflies. Render image. Ah, one thing I'm forgetting. I'm sorry, again. Since we're in cycles render, we can just switch to GPU. And yeah, let's just give this a oh, cancel. Let's just save it. That's kind of important. Put that in. Save. Alright, now that we're doing this, the GPU should go much faster. As you see, the image is a bit dark. We could add other lighting, but you know what? We have lights inside, so let's use those lights to our advantage. So we're gonna go to 3D view, select it, go to the textures. Now you see we have our emission set to 1. This gives us, well, this. Now let's see what happens if we change it up to 20. Let's say 6. And you see it's brighter. Change it up to 10. Change it up to 9001. It's probably too much. I think you get the idea, so let's try a lower number. 25? Let's go with this. Let's go with 25. So we'll hit save. I didn't save the first time. And then type 0 MP. Alright. And also, just because we can, we're going to remove the background. If I can remember where that is. There it is, transparent. I'm now going to get this rendered with a transparent background. And let's also set this mission to 25. Alright, save. And just to see if this is faster, let's change this back to 64, the default. And just render the image again. Alright, here's the ship now. You can see the interior's lit up. I think was built dark on purpose. Yeah, there we go. Be sure to follow the guy who made this, for sure. And if you like, you can subscribe to my channel and keep updated with any videos I post. Till then, see you all later.